Alright, it's about time I did another one of these, and it's a OU battle against sharktamer. Or let's play with sharks, whichever you prefer. But well, it's about time I did one of these because one of the main reasons why I wanted to play 5th gen was because I wanted to face sharktamer, but then I realized I was too idiotic and too noobish to actually touch him. So I decided to come up with a serious team, and he just happened to challenge me. So yeah. This isn't your typical X square battle, this is a serious X square which is honestly trying to win. So I see his team here, and most of it, barring that Snorlax, which might be thick fat, in fact it's most likely to be thick fat because he does have a Shaman with aromatherapy probably. And that Tentacruel, which Tentacruel I can handle to some extent on the switch in if I predict it and go for the Choice Scarf Fusion Bolt. Since I do have the movie 14 one with Fusion Bolt and V-Create, and I am predicting him to lead with Skarmory because well, if he somehow isn't fearing my Victini, he'll just go for one layer of Stealth Rocks and probably die off. But I don't think Sharktamer is that kind of person, but that Skarmory does look like it's the generic lead, so I've decided to predict it as the lead. Unfortunately though, he does lead with a Tentacruel. I don't know if he predicted my Victini lead, but well, if he did, kudos to him. If he didn't, well then screw you and your luck, Sharktamer, I hate you. So I'm going to go for the Fusion Bolt here because with my base 100 special defense and base 100 HP, I don't think one Surf would kill me. Nor do I think he will go for the Surf because he might set up their Toxic Spikes. So I'm gonna get some good damage on that stupid special wall, which could hinder my Glaceon and some other stuff. And oh my god, make your move already, damn it. So he decides to switch into this Snorlax here, which I'm assuming is his special wall, but I go for the physical move anyway. It does an acceptable chunk, I suppose. But now since I'm Choice Scarf, I'm gonna get the hell out of here before I get killed, dead, and flat. And I'm gonna go to my Cobalion because, well, it's a Snorlax, I'm a Steel type. But he goes for the Pursuit here, and I'm thinking, Itai desu! Because look at how much damage it does, and trust me, I've used a Pursuit Snorlax before, it doesn't do that much against anything. So I'm kinda assuming it's Choice Banded. So I send out my Cobalion with pretty much no fear, knowing that he has to switch if he's Choice Banded. So I'm gonna go for the Thunder Wave, predicting whatever to come in because, well, he does have some stuff. He does have a lot of stuff that does seem open to Thunder Wave. Notable ones being the Zapdos and the freaking Infernape. But if he decides to switch into the freaking Shaman, I can just Volt Switch out of here. But he switches back into this Tentacruel, I suppose predicting the fighting move, which is the obvious thing to do. So I'm seeing that I have the Volt Switch and I have to reflect. I'm thinking I should go for the Volt Switch, go into my, oh my god, I am sick, Latias, my Immortal. Well, don't take it the wrong way, that is a joke. Because yeah, so he goes for the Toxic Spikes, and I'm thinking I can scare it off because, well, I do wall him quite nicely, and I doubt a lot of Tentacruels will have a lot of poison attacking moves. Therefore, I sort of thought that his only offensive move would be Surf, and Ice Beam wouldn't do too much anyway, and I do have Recovery. So I'm gonna go to my Cobalion here, predicting that Snorlax to come back in because it is a special wall, and my Latias's Dragon Pulse evidently doesn't do too much. So I'm kinda thinking he might switch that stupid Snorlax back in to try that freaking Pursuit stunt again, and I do not want my Latias to take that kind of damage. So I'm gonna send out my Cobalion predicting that, and here I kinda make a misplay of some sort. I do have the Reflect, and in retrospect I should have went for that Reflect before I switch out of there because now I have no choice but to send out my Latias, and because my other team members either can't touch a freaking Tentacruel or just can take a Tentacruel but will get pursued by the Snorlax and will hurt a lot. So as you can see, I take a long time to think about that, and I finally send out my Latias. I'm not really sure if I want to kill this Tentacruel at this point because if I kill it, he could just send out the Snorlax for free and pursuit me. That is something I really do not want, but then again, having that Tentacruel hang around won't be productive at all, so I'm just gonna have to Dragon Pulse it dead. Forgive me, I have a lot of phlegm in my throat, I am sick. And I don't really want to like wait to do this narration because it's a fun match and I have the privacy to narrate, amazingly. So after thinking a bit, he is going to send a Snorlax back out again. I am kind of dreading the pursuit, but I know that his choice banded, so I'm gonna go for the protect to scout what he has, because the older brothers, Misama, must protect the little sisters, because that's how your crappy typical anime usually works. Ore wa mamoru. No, wait, what? No, whatever. I feel like speaking Japanese. So he goes for the body slam, which kind of makes me think, okay, time to switch my Cobalion in, and hopefully he does not predict that and kill me. So I'm gonna go out to my Cobalt Blue. Unfortunately, he does predict that. There's nothing really I can do about this prediction, since staying in would require a lot of balls. And now out comes this Infernape, and I'm thinking, okay, he is going to U-turn. Get it in your head, X Square, he is going to U-turn, because he's predicting the Latias, and he will get a switch advantage. But no, he goes for the Flare Blitz, which I thought would kill me, but Cobalion is so freaking beastly. I actually survive it in the yellow, and I actually get a Thunder Wave off it, and at this point I'm thinking, ha 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 ha, you are screwed, I can own you dead, brah. And then I realize I can't kill it, and I need my Cobalion for later, for that Snorlax even, so I'm gonna have to GTFO here. I don't know why I didn't go for the Volt Switch, but thankfully I didn't, because turns out he has the freaking Mark Punch, so I'm assuming this is an Iron Fist one instead of a Blaze Infernape. So I am going to go for the Latias, and obviously, and I'm gonna go for the Dragon Pulse, because, no wait, oh my god, I suck. So I'm gonna go for the Wish, and now out comes this Skarmory finally, and I'm thinking, okay, now that I have a Wish up, I have an almost dead Victini that he's pretty open to, and he has a Skarmory out. He is going to predict the switch to that freaking Victini and whirlwind me, but no, he sets up his spikes, and I get my utterly useless Wish up. And this is where I make the arguably the biggest mess up of my Pokemon battling history ever. This thing is supposed to have hidden power fire for Netto Race and just steals in general, but if I had hidden power fire here, I could have 2 KO him, at most 3 KO, and he probably wouldn't be able to Roost Storm me. So I decide that before he gets more layers of spikes out, I should send out my Victini, and I should go for one final V-Create before I die as a suicide bomber, you know. So I know he has his 30, but I just want damage. I am just in the mood for bloody murder, because if you're gonna die in the next 5 minutes, what would you do? If it were me, I would take a gun and murder people on the street, because I am that kind of person. So he sends out this Infernape here, and I'm thinking, oh my god. And I was oh my godding at 2 things. One, the V-Create animation. I've seen it a lot in other people's videos, but god damn oh my god, that move looks so good. And second, since I'm Choice Scarf and naive, I wasn't thinking that V-Create would kill, but it does. My nose. My mucus is getting in my nose. Oh my god, I can't narrate. So the field is empty, which is why I'm gonna send out my Glaceon, because that's what I do. And I am partially predicting that Skarmory as well, and my Glaceon can take that Skarmory, since I do have base 110 defense and base 130 special attack, Backstab, Ice Beam, even though he does have Sturdy, and my nose. Bitch thing. So he's gonna think quite a bit here. I'm just gonna go for the Ice Beam, since that Tentacruel is pretty much dead. And he might send out that Snorlax, but then again, if he sends out that Snorlax, what am I gonna do? There are too many entry hazards up for me to want to predict so much and switch around. And Ice Beam on a Snorlax might do good damage, despite it having a lot of HP and special defense. Forgive me guys, I really can't do this. So yeah, he's thinking quite a bit here. I'm not really sure what he's thinking of, seeing that he does have a Snorlax. He could just switch in, and he on Skype after the battle he was like, well, you're open to counter teaming, just throw in a Snorlax, job done. So seeing that that's what he said, I don't really know what the hell he was thinking of there, and I don't think Sharktamer is the type to think of porn, but then again, how the hell would I know? So he sends out this Snorlax, and judging for the damage by the Ice Beam, it is obviously a thick fat Snorlax. And I'm thinking I'm kinda screwed here, but I am sort of predicting the pursuit here, because this is the only thing that can touch his Skarmory at the moment. So if he goes for the pursuit while I switch, the next time I come in, I will be too weak to do anything before I die, which is why I opt to stay in and go for just, you know, follow in the footsteps of Victini and go for the suicide bomb attack. And he lives with 17 HP on the next turn, but well, I do live the next pursuit anyway. Like I said, I do have base 110 defense. Oh, and did I mention I have like max HP? I love Grace Glaze. I mean, look at it. It took out a counter to it. Not what normally would be a counter anyway, but regardless of the fact, I am going to die. Because of that non-Snorlax. It was because of that Tentacruel I died, not that Snorlax. That Snorlax didn't do anything. Therefore, Grace Glaze has beaten that Snorlax one-on-one. Well, okay, fine. It took a Choice Scarf Fusion Bolt from Victini, but so what? So I'm gonna send out my main shell here because I'm sort of predicting a Skarmory again, and well, a fighting gem boosted high jump kick is the best thing I have against it, and I do have the fake out to hopefully break the sturdy. But he sends out this Shaman, okay, and then he bitch slaps me almost literally by going for the protect, and I'm thinking, what the fuck? Why? Why does my life suck so? Like, honestly, which Shaman have you seen that packs protect? Fuck you, plane, don't you interrupt me. And then he lead sees me. He could have seed flat me dead, and even as a more of a bitch slaps, he lifts my freaking high jump kick. I have no idea how he did that, and judging for the amount of HP the percentage of the HP he recovered from lead seed, this doesn't look like a max HP Shaman at all. So I want to save my main shell for later, and knowing him, he'll probably just protect while I die to lead seed, but he doesn't. He goes for another lead seed on my incoming Latias, and at this point I'm thinking, oh my god, what is this? Why, Sharktamer? Why are you such a dick? So I have no real alternatives here. I am just gonna go for the Dragon Pulse and let the Skarmory war me to death, unless I can get an Uber crit on it or something. But first of all, Sharktamer has to make a move, okay? So he sends out this Skarmory, and I go for the Wish, and I'm sort of thinking, okay, I have a half-dead Cobalion, and I have a main shell which is pretty much dead anyway. He is going to whirlwind me. I swear to god he's gonna whirlwind me. But seeing that he didn't whirlwind me at the first turn, I'm kinda thinking he wouldn't, and he would just probably go for more entry hazards, but this is late game, so I'm thinking he might just go for the drill pack or something, but I'm thinking I can survive one. But he goes for the whirlwind, and I'm thinking, Sharktamer, why? So he sends out my Licky, which I designed to like take on those stupid weather shit, like, you know, Politoed, Excadrilles and such. And I do have the Hammer Arm, which is the best thing I have against this thing. Although after this battle, I'm thinking I should probably have something like Flamethrower or Thunderbolt, since it does get those. And look at the Hammer Arm. That is a choice banded max attack Hammer Arm. Look at how much it does. Oh my god. So he is gonna brave for me. I'm gonna Hammer Arm him. Take a guess who's gonna win. So I mean, take a guess who's gonna win this one-on-one thing. I mean, although the only consolation I have is that he will be I can hit him super effective when he roosts, and I do have the negative speed now. Or rather the minus speed, not negative, because negative speed in Pokemon, that will probably crash the game. So he's gonna go for the roost now because he's such a jerk dick, and although he has this in the back, he just want to go for the roost anyway. So I will be very happy to get a crit here, I swear. Do I get a crit? Hell yes I do! Although not really. This match was pretty much hex free actually, aside from that Tentacruel getting paralyzed twice in a row. Although he did say it was like Life Orb, and he did go for the Hydro Pump on my Latias, so I doubt that really matters though. So outcomes like Cobalion pretty much has to die, but which I was hoping he could survive the entry hazards, but apparently it can't. So now all I have left is a freaking main shell, which is gonna die, no question, on the switch in, and my Latias, which is supposed to have hidden power fire, but it doesn't, because I suck at life and at Pokemon and at getting people to watch my videos, but that's another topic. So he's gonna stall me out here. There's not really anything left to watch. I mean, if I had a hidden power fire, maybe I could have made some sort of a difference in this battle, but then again, he did reveal that Zapdos is a sub-roost one, so I don't know really. So what else is there to say? Honestly, I'm sick. Challenge me, people. And in the interest of killing time, let's just say rate, comment and subscribe, because yeah, I don't mean it actually, but let's just say it. And according to him, he doesn't really have anything to take a Latias left, which is why he's playing like such a faggot with Discovery and roosting and roosting and roosting. But then again, he does have a sub-roost Zapdos without Toxic, so I'm not really sure what the heck he's thinking there. And here the most epic thing in Wi-Fi happens. A disconnect! I totally did that on purpose. I did. Because I'm just that epic. So yeah, go check Sharktamer out. See ya, bye, good game.